Recording. All right, and we're live.
Well, hello.
Hello, and thank you for listening. This is Productivity and Procrastination. I'm your host, Joe, and I have a guest star today.
This is James.
And he's not actually a guest star, he's a co-host. If this is your first time listening, I don't want to confuse you. And we are currently working through how to stop being so procrastinatey and get more productivity.
Yeah.
And I do want to preface that with, we do think that both is important. We don't want to be production machines all the time, but we'd like to be more than we currently are.
Yes. Yes, we would. We're currently working on our first starter project that we're working on together just to kind of get the wheels turning. That is called Project Pancake. It's the kind of code name for it. And this is episode 29?
He says it with such gusto, like he believes himself. Oh,
Well,
I kind of believe
no,
you too.
I said it with a question. That's the way I said it.
No, he said it with so much. Dang it, he's right. Good job. Oh, you disappeared. There you're back.
Well,
Welcome back.
I try. Well, Joe,
Don't you start with that tone with me, Bucky.
where do we begin?
Well, we'll start with my week, because my week was a week that existed.
Oh,
I had a decent week. So make Sunday my work day. I did do a good chunk of work on Sunday, which was awesome. It wasn't entirely dedicated to work. I ended up playing some video games, but a big chunk of it was working on a project. And I think that's a good rule of thumb, is to just dump a lot of time on Sundays. And then I drew every day other than Monday and Tuesday. Apparently there's Tuesday as well on my stuff. But I only worked on the project on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I didn't touch it during my weekdays.
oh, okay. And that was the way that you had kind of thought about structuring it, though, right?
Yes, not intentionally. I did want to try to work on it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But it was hard for me to make the time because, like, once I'm off work, I want to do all the things I can't do while I'm at work. And I need to spend my lunches. I think that's the important part, is start spending my lunches working on the project. At least one of them. Because that's 45 minutes of extra time I could be spending towards the project.
You know,
Like,
I always thought that too. But in reality, I always found it very difficult to do so because it's almost like you can't know when you need that time to just get away from the working thought and just to go, oh, I'm working, and then boom, transition to I'm working. It's hard.
yeah.
So if you can do it, I really want to hear about it. But I
Yeah.
found that my body almost rejected the situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. But I don't hate the progress I made this week. I worked on it for 3 days, and a good chunk of it on Sunday, and the goal is to have it done by Thursday. So I'm excited for that.
Nice.
I plan on really knocking it out this weekend, and so that way I can start doing some drafts and stuff for page 3 on during the weekday. Page 3 and 4.
Nice. And
So
are
overall, I'd
you
give my week a C plus.
C plus?
Yeah,
Why so low? If you've worked a decent amount
because
on the weekend.
I would have liked to have worked more on Sunday. Like I got a good chunk done, but it didn't. It wasn't the entire day. It wasn't spent towards it. And then I would have liked to have gotten some stuff done on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
I'd like to have been better about that.
I want to believe that. I mean, you work a little bit on the weekend, right? On it.
Yeah, on Friday, Saturday.
It sounds
and Sunday.
like you may have gotten more done on the actual page than you did the last week.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Mm-hmm.
But yet, last week, I think that you graded yourself possibly higher.
I think I graded myself a D minus last week.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, never mind. Well, I'm glad you're making the progress then.
Yeah. I'm excited to get this done this weekend. I don't have a lot of things planned. So, well, I did have something planned, but it's, you know.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then,
My bad.
So, yeah. How dare you? So, James's birthday is on Saturday, and
Should be tomorrow.
right, tomorrow's Saturday.
However,
But he's sick.
yes, I am sick.
He's a
I've
sicko.
been sick for a while. I'm on the upward trend right now, which is good. I am
So
able to function at a computer right now.
that is good.
That is great.
So tell us about your week. We don't expect a whole lot because you were sick, but how did it go?
Well, honestly, for being sick, I feel like I did pretty dang good. Sunday, I did write a little bit. It wasn't a whole lot, 300 something words, but I snuck it in at the end of the day because I went over to my parents' house. I did all the stuff. So I'm like, I still, got some stuff done. And then Monday, I was sick. So from there on, I had this headache. So I sat down and I tried to write, but it was like, no, I can't do this. Words. So I basically didn't do writing from then on. However, I did watch a stream on some writing stuff. So I did kind of a few things on the side to just kind of further, what I was doing. First time I've ever even watched a live streaming writing thing. So that was kind of cool, and got down a bunch of information on some things I can check into, some Discord group and yada yada, which is cool. And let me see here. Oh, yes. I had a night where I was basically unable to do anything except for staring at my ceiling. And I was in bed and I was just thinking, about the things I want to do and that type of stuff. And I don't know, something about not being able to do anything changed something in my mind. Was like, how do I even put it? It's like all the things that you want to do just kind of mean less than things you should do. And so it was a moment just where I really wanted to work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, when you're really sick, you start thinking, like, well, you know, what if I die? That kind of
Right.
stuff, you know? And so you think about a lot during those times. And so part of the end result of that is that I really want to work on some stuff. And I feel like now that I probably can, that this next week I'm thinking I'll make some upward momentum for myself. It's that was a very positive outcome that I didn't think I would get out of this situation. So
That's awesome.
sometimes it can take an event, you know, or a change in your life to see things just slightly differently. So
yeah. I'm looking forward to this next week because I feel like there was some good progress last week on making sure trying to do it every single day, for both the drawing and the project. I feel like it did help make it easier to pick up the pen and put it to paper. And because there's not as much of a gap. And so I need to get done with page 2. It feels like it's driving me bonkers. And it's going to be done. It's going to be done by Thursday. So that's fun and exciting.
nice. I look forward to having it in the books.
In the books. And then we get 3 and 4 going.
Yeah. Excited on that one.
It should be a lot faster. 3 and 4, because I think a lot of what has to do with what has a lot to do with 2 is I'm learning lighting, like how to do it properly and all that stuff, and so I think that's an issue on my end.
Yeah,
because I'm learning a lot doing
fun.
this. Which is fun, which is good. So, you know, it'll speed up later stuff, but it's definitely taking me a lot longer to do 2 than I'm happy about.
Nice. Did you have anything else to note on, like, do you watch any videos on anything?
No,
Hear
I did
anybody
read
say
a comic, though.
You read a comic?
I read a comic.
Oh, yeah? Any good?
I really liked it.
Oh, nice.
I don't remember the name of it. Let me see. Haha. It was Supergirl in the World of Tomorrow 2021. I bought it for $7, but now it's apparently $9. But the art in it was really good. It's like this like gritty, like
angular.
Yeah. So this
kind
is
of like, oh,
this is the page that made me really want to see it. Like, I saw this page somewhere. Oops. Here. Nope. Here. Nope. It's this one. Where'd it go? Zoom out. Oh, also, I did the guided view thing, and it was really nice.
Mm. Oh, cool. Oh, you watched it like on Kindle or whatever?
Yeah, I just read it on here, and it had the guided view option.
Cool. Nice. Yeah,
So it was this page.
I've always been a fan of like Supergirl and Superman and all that. And I'm kind of cheesy, so I watch I watch some really girly stuff.
There's nothing wrong with
like
that.
like I'll watch like the reveals and like, oh, so and so's powers, and like I've seen like Supergirl and Cat, like who know that she's Supergirl basically the whole time, like all these little cheesy videos of them, like compilations of them and all that stuff, and like Lois, like stuff from like Smallville, like Clark and Lois, and I like the reveals a lot in the superhero stuff. I like the ways that they. Now I'm usually okay. Here's the thing: I am usually never satisfied with them. It pisses me off. I feel like they need to have a little bit more fun with these things and draw them out just a little bit. They're usually pretty boring. I'm very hard to please when it comes to my reveals. But or the so and so finds out, X person's powers. I don't know, but I really enjoy them. I just not really easily satisfied with them. But anyway, yeah, that's cool. No, I'm down with some Supergirl. It's cool.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I got like the welling of feelings while I was reading it, and it was. That's how I determine if I really enjoy something, is if I get those feelings. Like if it makes me feel something, I absolutely consider it good.
Exactly.
And no, I recommend it. I'm be showing like the page that made me want to see it, in in the doobly doo, like the below. I'll just have an Imgur link to the page that made me want to watch it or see it, and I'll put a name of it too, so that way people can come see it if they're interested.
Cool.
Yeah, you don't have to have a Kindle or anything. All I did was just read it on my computer. I'm sure you could read it on the phone. Like they have like Kindle for phone and stuff like that too. So.
Oh, nice.
You could buy a physical version, which I may do at some point.
I have Kindle. I think I have a few of them, and I've never read a book on them.
Yeah, I might actually just want the book to own it though. That's something I'll consider. Because I liked it that much. But yeah, I didn't have any like revelations this week other than just feeling like being more repetitive with like the daily interactions with the project. I think helped make it easier to work more on the project.
Well, that's good. I really want to do kind of the same thing. I just want to incorporate my days as much as I can. I think I'm going to be successful. At least I want to be. So I don't want to forget all the lessons I've learned in the last little bit. So
I'm gonna write my goals down real quick. Give me just a second here. While poor James is hacking out his lungs.
So one time I had bronchitis, and
Mm-hmm.
I literally was in bed for 2 weeks. Just like all I do is wake up, like hawk up in my sink, drink something, and go back to bed. Like for 2 weeks, that's all I did. Like I was on my
Jeez.
deathbed. This was better than that. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I got used to get bronchitis as a kid. It was the worst. But I've grown out of it, luckily. Used to be a reoccurring thing for me.
I was working 2 jobs at the same time
Oh,
back
jeez.
then, and 12 hours a day. It was, and you get sick, and you have to work, and or
Mm-hmm.
you think you do. You push yourself too hard, and that's when things can go downhill, and that's kind of what happened to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
There's that Civ 6 quote, because I can't remember who actually said it, where if you don't make time for recreation, you'll have to soon make time for illness.
Mm, yeah.
Okay. It's a bit of a short episode, but do you want to call it here?
Yeah. I guess I just basically, you know, I was ready to work.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote a little bit on Sunday, and I expected to continue writing a lot, but was cut short. And but I think it was for the best, and I expect that I'm gonna have a decent week this next time.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to have a sick day or two.
We're
No
five.
more. You slow down with that number 5. um, if you guys have any questions, comments, make sure to write them in the doobly doo. Most episodes won't be this short, but James doesn't feel good, and we don't have a whole lot to talk about. And rather than waste your time, we're just gonna let you go.
Great.
Well, thank you for listening, and remember, you are Supergirl.